In a small village deep in the heart of Africa, there lived a maiden named Ada. She was known far and wide for her extraordinary beauty, with skin as smooth as ebony and eyes that sparkled like the morning dew on grass. Many young men from neighboring villages sought Ada's hand in marriage. They brought gifts of gold, baskets of fruits, and handmade jewelries, hoping to win her heart. But Ada was not easily impressed. She turned away each suitor, saying she was not ready to settle down with any men who are not rich. This continued as Ada kept on throwing herself around different rich men who got so many expensive items, including a Lamborghini, and even built houses for her parents. Her parents, on their own part, loved the gift and never wanted to advise her rightly. One day, she was on her way home from a man's house when she met a billionaire. His name was Frank. He explained to Ada how rich he is in the city and would love to marry her. Out of greed and love for money, Ada quickly accepted. They had a very luxurious wedding, which had so many young ladies wishing to be her. After the traditional wedding, Ada traveled to the city with a rich husband, Frank. 2 days later, Frank took Ada round his mansion and then warned her never to enter one of the rooms in the large building. Even though Ada had everything, she was never happy because Frank was always traveling. This made her sad that she was also warned never to leave the house or entertain any visitor. Both her family and friends don't know where she and Frank lives. One day, Ada decided to enter Frank's secret room after he was away. As she forced the door open, she was terrified to see different shapes of skulls and skeletons, including pots of blood and fresh young ladies vomiting money into bags. It immediately dawned on Ada that she was married to a ritualist. She wept bitterly and regretted her love for money. She was so scared and ran out to quickly pack her bags and leave the house when Frank came back and caught her. Frank returned and caught her in the act. A fierce struggle ensued, with Ada desperately trying to flee. Frank, enraged, used a magical ring to transform Ada into a pot of money, sealing her fate. As Ada was trapped in a new form, Frank's gatekeeper, a vigilant ebony-skinned man who had overheard the troubling voices during the fight, acted swiftly. He alerted the police, sensing that danger was imminent. Frank's downfall came immediately. He was arrested at the airport while trying to escape the consequences of his actions. The once mighty billionaire was now in police custody, facing the repercussions of his dark deeds. Unbeknownst to him, the intervention of the gatekeeper had ensured justice would be served. Frank lived only a short time after his arrest and died in police custody. His opulent life now a mere shadow of its former self. The tale of Ada and Frank serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of greed and the hidden darkness that can lie behind even the most glittering facades. After Frank's death, Ada found herself trapped in the form of a pot of money. She was devastated and couldn't understand how her love for wealth had led her to this fate. One day, Frank's gatekeeper brought Ada's parents alongside a wise old woman who performed some sacrifices and revealed that she knew Frank's secrets. The old woman told Ada that she could break the curse by gathering 3 ancient artifacts: the golden necklace of Olokun, the silver bangle of Oya, and the ruby ring of Oshun. She turned Ada into a moving pot in order to accomplish the mission and get the artifacts. Ada embarked on a perilous journey to find those artifacts, facing challenges and encountering strange creatures along the way. She met a group of fellow victims of Frank's rituals who joined her on a quest. Together, they braved the unknown and battled Frank's minions. As they neared each of their goals, a strange animal would emerge and devour one of the girls in moving pots. except for Ada, who already possessed a mark of protection from the old woman. However, Ada realized that breaking the curse wouldn't be easy. She would have to confront her own demons and the darkness within herself. Would she be able to overcome her flaws and shatter the curse, or would she remain a pot of money forever? Eventually, only Ada and the other lady, Ijeoma, out of the 10 ladies, were able to gather all these artifacts and return to the wise old woman's hut. The woman instructed them to place the artifact on a sacred altar and chant an ancient incantation. The oracle finally spoke after the incantation that it's only one of the 2 ladies that would be saved. One would be sacrificed to the gods. Ada and her co-victim looked at each other with fears. Who would sacrifice a life for the other? After moments of silent tears from Ada and her parents, including the other girl, Ada chose to die for Ijeoma. Tears, tears, tears. Did Ada take the right decision, knowing that she is the only child? On the day stipulated for Ada to be sacrificed for Ijeoma to live, Ada was placed on a mat at the center of the shrine. The old wise woman brought out oil and rubbed all over Ada's body and chanted some incantations. Then she proceeded to cut off her neck and use her blood in exchange for Ijeoma's life. As she did, a blinding light enveloped Ada, and immediately she felt herself being transformed back into a human form. Everyone at the shrine screamed for fear of the lightning, and then a voice spoke that Ada had been vindicated for choosing to die for Ijeoma to live. But something was off. Ada's skin was now a radiant gold, and her eyes shone like the stars. She realized that the curse had been broken, but she had been transformed in a way she couldn't understand. The wise old woman revealed that Ada had been chosen to be a guardian of the ancient heart, tasked with protecting the world from those who would misuse the power of the artifact. Ada was hesitant at first, but then she realized that she had to pay dearly for her past mistakes. And so, Ada embarked on a new journey, using her newfound powers to defend the innocent and fight against darkness. She became a legend in her own time, known as the Golden Guardian.